Our narrative. So, our initial narrative was that there was an accountant for a big person in government. The accountant finds some big information, such as the government person stealing money from the public. The accountant tries to expose him, but then they try to kill him. Initially, they run him over and make it look like an accident. He survives but loses his memory. Government are after him and attempt on his life various times. The accountant visits various places and finds a pinboard filled with pictures and notes. He remembers fragments of what might have happened, and he starts to question who he is and who the people chasing him are. Although, as I mentioned in my previous post, this narrative was far too difficult to create and pretty unrealistic because of the lack of resources we have, such as the small budget and the editing software that was available to us. This narrowed our choices. Just to make sure, we decided to ask our target audience to review our plot, and they also questioned us and asked whether it was going to be possible. This made us realise that our initial plan wasn't going to work. However, instead of starting from the beginning and making all the research and planning invalid, we just decided to carry out the plan, but slightly downgrade the narrative to this one on screen. So, a normal boy who enjoys downloading things illegally, he stumbles across a file, something new, and it contains a government seal. He downloads this information on a USB and then leaves the house with the USB. He finds his bedroom trashed and the file is deleted from his computer, but he still has the USB on him. He tells a friend, but then his friend gets killed, and the main character goes and visits him at the graveyard after. He gets stalked at one point, and he gets grabbed but fights them off and runs into a dead end, and that's how the trailer ends. The boy does get killed, but he manages to expose the information. So things that we have changed from the initial narrative is replacing the main character from an accountant to a boy who simply just likes hacking and accidentally obtains this government information. We also downgraded a lot of the other scenes, such as making the main character lose his memory. We replaced that with the character being on the run constantly. This therefore is our new narrative that our group have decided, and we feel that this is going to be easier to manage, plan, and create. However, we might change some things here and there, but we are going to use this as our main narrative. Although I do believe that there will be some changes along the way.